Welcome to the Minecraft Hardcore Single Biome Challenge. As the name suggests, I'll be trying to beat every different variation of the Single Biome world type. Once I either kill the dragon or die, I'll move on to the next biome. The next biome is the Old Growth Spruce Taiga. So, we got the Old Growth Taiga, a surprisingly difficult biome due to its low animal spawn rate. I started by crafting myself some stone tools and set out in search of food. Luckily, I found a group of pigs shortly after, and once I took them all out, I continued onwards until I was near starving. I decided I was going to gather mushrooms for soup, but couldn't find any red mushrooms. As I searched for them, I came across a lone chicken and took it out. The sun was setting soon after, so I quickly cooked the pork chops from earlier and resumed my search. To avoid mobs, I decided to continue travelling by boat, and it wasn't long before I finally spotted some red mushrooms. I made my way over to the mushrooms, taking out a spider before gathering them. It turned out to be a total of 6, so I headed downriver in search of more food, eventually spotting a group of pigs and sheep. I took them all out and continued downriver, finding even more pigs. It was turning daytime at this point, so I continued travelling by foot. I managed to find 13 more red mushrooms and stopped once I found a cave with some surface iron. After mining it, I began cooking my food in iron, crafting myself a shield before heading further into the cave. I gathered some more iron, and as it was smelting, I saw a cow. I took it out and saw some pigs in the distance, and took them out as well. Considering the spawn rates are so low, I've been incredibly lucky. I crafted myself an iron pickaxe and sword, and headed deeper into the cave, which uncovered a huge cavern. I carefully made my way into the cave, and started lighting up the area as I went. Along the way, I gathered some iron and broke into a mine shaft, taking out a zombie and skeleton before smelting the iron. While it smelted, I gathered more iron from the surrounding area, and once it was done, I crafted myself a full set of armor, a bucket, and an axe before heading deeper into the cave. I cleared out a group of mobs before mining some iron and lapis, then made my way down to deep slate. I spent quite a while moving through the cave like usual, and didn't stop until I had enough diamonds to craft myself a pickaxe and sword. I gathered enough obsidian for an enchanting table, but still needed more diamonds before crafting it. So, I continued through the caves. I made my way to the end of the cave, and decided to head back up to the area where I initially entered, finding a different cave to explore. I fought my way down to deep slate and began working my way through, gathering all the ores in my path. Eventually, I came across some diamonds right next to a zombie spawner. After battling a swarm of zombies, I got close enough to light up the spawner and loot the chest for, well, nothing of interest. I mined the diamonds, crafted an enchanting table and diamond helmet, then enchanted my sword, helmet and pickaxe before continuing onwards. I got pretty lucky exploring the next areas of the cave, as between fighting mobs I found enough diamonds to craft and enchant a chestplate, then some leggings, and finally boots, before setting up an area to smelt my ores. Once my ores were smelted, I crafted an anvil and got to work on preparing my inventory, only stopping once I ran out of levels. So, I gathered my items and started searching around until I found a lava pool. I created a nether portal using buckets and made my way in. I spawned right at the base of a basalt delta, so I started digging my way out and ended up near a warped forest. I made my way over and began gathering ender pearls, upgrading more of my gear in between. Once I had enough pearls, I decided to trade with piglins to get arrows for the end fight due to the lack of chickens. I continued through the nether, taking out hoglins and gathering mushrooms for some extra food, and stumbled across a fortress shortly after. I made my way into the fortress, where I found the blaze spawner as I was running from wither skeletons. I got myself to safety, healed up, and took out the skeletons before heading over to the spawner. I farmed the blazes and safely gathered 7 rods before moving on. I was planning to explore more of the fortress, but after spotting a flock of wither skeletons blocking my path, I decided to turn back and start heading towards the portal. After some travelling, I found it and returned to the overworld, where I used the bones I had gathered to grow wheat for bread and began locating the stronghold. Soon after, the pearls led me underground, so I dug down until I hit the stronghold. I explored around for a while, but found the portal room soon after. So, I sorted out and prepared my inventory before activating the portal. I entered the end and made my way to the center. I started to destroy the crystals and managed to take them all out without any issues. With the crystals gone, I focused on shooting the dragon until it perched, where it knocked me back when I tried to get close. I tried again, and this time managed to do a good amount of damage before it flew off. I kept attacking the dragon with arrows, but decided to gather an ender pearl just in case I got launched into the air. It was perched by the time I got one, so I made my way over and attacked, lowering its health significantly. I continued bombarding the dragon with arrows, and just like that, the fight was over. So, I beat the Old Growth Spruce Taiga, bringing me up to my 5th win. Thanks to the channel members, Puntato, Renz, Jessica, No, Shui, Sinan, and Aaron Chai. A special thanks to Jessica, who gifted memberships to everyone appearing on screen. And thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed, drop a like and subscribe.